Would ya look at the time? It's time for another video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers throughout time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time Lord, welcome you back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. In today's episode, we're finally going to uncover the mystery of the fake Princess Emile. Albert's still poisoned. Good for you, Albert. Okay. Just making sure I'm fully set up for this fight. Yep. Now, for the funny thing, I said we're going to talk to that guard, but to do that, we're going to exit and re-enter the castle. Princess Emile? Why are you here? I thought you were in the middle of your coming of age ceremony. No, my ceremony has not yet started. It is not started yet. Then the Princess Emile in the chamber is not... not... You are right. I am the true Princess Emile. I am about to reveal everything. Oh, I can't get up. I'm just so overcome with happiness. Oh, you are exaggerating. Shall we, Dart? Yeah. And also, I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't. I won't talk about go into a rant about my fan fiction again. No one cares. You've been filled with 20 years of experience since you came into this world. You have reached the age that deserves the succession of the Moon Dagger as heir to the throne of Timaroa. Never forget the blessings of the sun, moon, and stars. Anybody? Are there any objections? I assume this silence to be the approval of the succession. I object the succession. I have an objection to the succession. Oh my God! There are two Emiles. The Moon Dagger. What is going on? King Zior, that girl is a fake. I've been put into a sleep for the last half year. During that time, it seems this person was making a variety of social missteps. Father, that woman was going to take over Timaroa by forming a conspiracy with the Garage Gang. Oh my God! I guess you found out everything. Don't you think it's a little too late? I got this in my hand. Look around yourself. Look around yourself. You think I'm cornered, huh? Who are you? I guess I cannot run in this stuffy dress. This will be a treat. Let me show you my true self. Pirate hooker from outer space. That's what I'm gonna call it. That's what I'm gonna name this episode, because Miss Lanús is a pirate because she's dressed like a pirate and also a hooker at the same time. And, well, you'll see why the outer space comes into play in a second. Surprised, huh? This is the true self of Miss Lanús. Princess Emile, please leave the room with the King and Princess Lisa. The Garage Gang has fallen apart. Give us the Moon Dagger. The only chance you will have is to give up. A girl in love doesn't know the meaning of the words give up. I have managed to get this for my love. I won't give this up so easily. I'm sorry, but you don't have time to be in love anymore because you will die here. Interesting! Why don't you try? Yeah, I guess the sound is at the right volume. Also, Kongle is a... What the heck is that on her back? As Kongle's a really dumb decision for this fight, unless you've done what I've done, which is given him the magic resist. Because this is a fight that's all about that you need to resist magic. Anyways, yes, she has a jetpack. No other way to describe it. A magic jetpack. The best kind. Now, I'm pretty sure physical attack will do more to Lenus than Final Burst. I'm not entirely certain. I'll have to keep track of the numbers here. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, she's probably gonna have some high magic resist. Actually, no, Final Burst will definitely do more, but that's just because of how overpowered Dragoon magic is. But look at that, she's a pirate hooker from outer space. What the heck was that attack? Yeah, Kongle's is different from everyone else's, like his Dragoon edition, because it has one less hit to it. Yeah, this is the reason I brought Rose. Also just because Rose is always going to be a good character to use. Sure, eventually Astral Drain won't be doing enough to sustain a party, but it's still a good ability to use. So, the physical attack did nearly 600, I think. I can't remember already. This is gonna do probably over 1,000, I would say. Easily over 1,000 damage. Actually, no. Wow. I'm also used to having Dart be a higher Dragoon level than he currently is, so I don't think that affects much, but it could very well do. Because I know that the stats slightly increase as you Dragoon level up, so the percentage by which the attack power is increased. I might actually have a hard time with this fight. Also, if you're doing a first time playthrough, you get wrecked by Lenus here, don't feel bad. Everyone on their first attempt to this game will inevitably be killed by Miss Linus. At least for the first battle. The funny thing is, you fight her again a little bit later, and all of her stats are weaker in her second boss encounter. I'm not even joking. Every single stat possible is weaker in her second encounter. Didn't really think that one through. Sure, it's not a solo boss battle, but it's just interesting because you would think they would have been like, yeah, we've given Linus a more powerful form. Maybe her stats shouldn't be so high in the first encounter, so we can make them all better in the second encounter. Right? That would be the logical thing to do. Anyways, Dart's actually not really doing so well. Also, even though she is a water elemental, she's been using nothing but darkness-based magic, just so you know. Also, yeah, I'm used to Dart having more Dragoon levels, so there would have been another final burst, another few turns, every all of that stuff. And yeah, I forget what it is. I know part of how come she gets so many turns is she gets counterattacks. That's her deal. If Rose doesn't kill her here, Dart will kill her off with one more physical attack because he's using the Heat Blade, which is fire elemental, and she's water elemental. Fire strong against water, water strong against fire, yada yada yada. But also, can I just say that this battlefield is wonderfully designed? So unique. And there she goes. Dart should have his next edition, I think, as well. No. Well, Rose got Hardblade. I thought Dart would have his next edition by now. Am I that far behind? You were not bad, I guess. Give us the Moon Dagger. Don't waste your time on this meaningless battle. Garrett is already dead. Garrett? I didn't care about that man from the beginning. I told you, I need the Moon Dagger for my love. Admit your defeat. There is no way to escape. No way to escape, huh? Hey, you over there. What do you think of that? Whatever. See for yourself. Is there no way to escape? Yep, this is our first encounter with a Wingley. Well, kinda. Bye now. Wait! Oh no, she is a Wingley? The species that dominated the bygone world. She's a survivor. People of magic who run across the sky with wings. She has to take it back from humans? She was here to take it back from humans? Yada yada. You are the king of Serdio, Albert. Why did you take such a risk? It might be self-gratification. However, I would like to settle my friend's score. with my own hands. We are pursuing a man who manipulated the war with Sergio from behind the scenes. My friend was killed by that man. At the same time, the moon gem which belonged to Sergio was taken away. We have different reasons. However, we are all linked to that man, and here we are. Sorry about that. My cat was doing something and I had to check on it. And here we are. You said the moon gem. It is the legacy of the Winglies, isn't it? Sorry, King Ziora's voice has changed drastically. I can't remember the voices I was doing. Could you please tell us about the moon dagger, Your Majesty? It was after the Dragon campaign. Humans defeated the Winglies and built Sergio, Tiburoa, and Millie Sasau. They say the few surviving Winglies sent a divine object of the moon as proof of peace to the three countries. That's all I know about the legend. The stupid legend doesn't even mention what the moon objects are. It probably was less designed to keep the peace, more so designed like, oh, take our magical artifacts, protect them always, make sure they never fall into the wrong hands. Like the old dictator again, you know? Because, you know, Winglies weren't exactly fans of their leader. We have the same legend in my country. What is dangerous is that we humans don't know what the divine moon object is for. Exactly. Why wouldn't that... Or did the Winglies simply not tell? And that makes it even more stupid. There's a lot of stuff in this game where, if you think about it retrospectively, doesn't make any sense for the story. Especially what we learn about Rose and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. So much of this could have been solved 11,000 years ago with a simple political meeting between what remained of the Winglies and the humans. You know, they were obviously on... They would obviously not been on the best of terms after the war, but they obviously had some semblance of... I don't know. So much of it could have been solved politically. Anyways, let's continue on with the story. You mean the Winglies know everything and form this entire conspiracy? Father, we have to take the moon dagger back. Father, we have to take the moon dagger back before the stars that have beheld Tiburoa are lost in shadow. It seems that girl the Winglies got away to Elizabeth. Eliza Bay. Eliza Bay. Elise. Illisa Bay. Now it's time for an appearance by Commodore Pula. I need to give him a good voice that I can remember easy. I will send the most powerful warship that Tiburoa has, the Queen Fury. Have Commodore Pula pursue her. Tongue twister. Of course, you are more than welcome to be on the boat. Suddenly, King Ziora snaps back to what I think his voice was originally. I appreciate it, Your Majesty. It was the first time I've seen a Wingly, but they seem to be beyond our power, so that we might need your help. Please take care of yourselves. Yep. Arranged marriage between Albert And a meal. Who could have seen that coming? Yes. Additions. Okay. Well. Anyways. It's going to become more and more clear that Albert really does love Emil. But, you know, Albert is the kind of king that doesn't seem content with a single woman, as we'll find out by the time Disc 3 rolls around. I'm just joking, of course, but it's just like, immediately when you meet the, well, Millie Sasau doesn't have a princess, it has the Sacred Sisters. As soon as he meets one of the Sacred Sisters, he's like, how I would love to speak with you in private. I think it's supposed to be more innocent, but come on. Seriously, he very much is similar to Edgar of Final Fantasy VI, which I really need to get back to. Sadly, I'll never be able to continue from that save file I had previously, and that's why I just haven't started. I haven't wanted to start up a new one yet. I'll get to it eventually. Anyways, let's try to get Hardblade down. Right, okay. I always have trouble between Rose's last two editions, like remembering which one has what timing. Hardblade is the one where there's a long break between the first strike and the second strike. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now. And Demon's Dance, which is Rose's final one, has a very different timing. Oh, come on. I almost had that. Anyways, I'm going back to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity to grind. Most important is Shanna getting up to Dragoon level 5. Because, well, her dragon summon will defeat the boss of the next dungeon in a single hit. Brilliant victory! Flawless victory. But yeah, the next dungeon is actually one that's really good for grinding. It's one of the few cases in the game where there are no random encounters, only encounters by walking into the enemy kind of thing. And it's well designed, has an interesting mini game, one-time access only dungeon, really good equipment, obviously. You know, for one-time only dungeons, there's usually some really good stuff hidden in there. It's where we'll be getting our second and final talisman to protect against instant death abilities. We will also be getting a piece of equipment that I personally have no care for, but a lot of people who play this game find it necessary to use it because they are terrible at additions. I'm trying to think about anything else about the next dungeon that I can say without spoiling it too much. There's a special enemy in the dungeon. It's technically labeled as a mini boss that has a 0.3% chance of dropping a certain piece of equipment, I think. It's whatever it is, it's very, very low. Though if you can get it, it's amazing for this point in the game. It's called the Magic Hat. Magic Hat increases maximum MP by 50%. And then, of course, if you equip the amulet with it that doubles maximum MP, sadly, it doesn't, stack that way, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's not that complicated what I just said, but what it will do is it'll go up to 200, because the maximum MP is 100 without any equipment boosts. So we'll only go up to 250, not whatever it would otherwise. I can't think of. Well, because kind of hard to stack a 50% and other thing. I am gonna screw up Hardblade so much because I just can't think of it. I can't. My brain cannot wrap around my head around the idea of how Hardblade works. Yes, Kongle Pursuit, so long as it isn't trivial. Magic Stone, speed up. Really? There we go. There's Hardblade. I think it was the first Hardblade I got. Anyways, I'm gonna pause here. Probably gonna wrap up this video soon. Oh yeah, and also I'm gonna keep on using Kongle, and because he just absorbs damage, which is really helpful, because of that item I have, Pandemonium. Allows for Kongle to be, immune to most damage. Well, he absorbs all the damage for everyone else. Especially when you have Shauna in your party, he's amazing for that. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I just don't have Hardblade down yet in my mind again. Also, my plan is to have Rose in the party until such a time as she builds back up her SP, then switch Shauna and start leveling up Shauna. Yeah. Also, I know my uploading schedule's been kind of iffy the past while. Yeah, I know that. It really has been, and I'm sorry for that. That's why I plan on recording another video some point later today and uploading it. Well, as I usually do. As soon as I record a video, I edit it and immediately upload it. But quite often, it's the same day. Which isn't exactly the most fun, but whatever. Oh yeah, and funny story. Yesterday my TV broke. Well, it didn't break. The cable did that provides it with power. And we had to go find a power cable yesterday, and the current situation the world is in, which wasn't fun. We did find it though, and it worked. Yeah, I was trying to set up my set up the Wii again so I could play a certain GameCube game on it after I watched a certain movie that may or may not be connected to the Lego sets that I bought recently. And we'll be doing a review on in the coming week. You know, later this week, most likely. I don't know how long it'll take me to finish building the sets. The main point. Yeah. Well, it seems that I gotten Hardblade down, and so long as it isn't trivial, Pongle, so long as it isn't trivial. I don't know why that's gonna be the thing I say every time I do Kongle's edition, but yeah, I'm that petty and over repetitive with my jokes. Welcome aboard, Shauna. Time for you to be Dragoon leveled up. I'll start that grinding next time. I'm gonna end off this video. Well, gonna do rock fireflies. I'm gonna get into one more battle. Leave the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. Do more grinding in here in the next episode. Can't wait for Shauna to get her next magic so I can see her transformation again. She's the best transformation. The best character. Best girl. I'm very tired. I have not been sleeping well recently. So yeah, that's why I'm just sort of spacing out right now. I'm even showing this battle at all, because there's really no reason for it. Yep, time to leave. Yeah, next episode is gonna start, then it's gonna immediately go into pause while I do grinding. Yes, a lot of grinding in both the video games I'm playing right now. Doesn't that just scream fun? Anyways, this looks like a good place to sign off for this episode. So, this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I just realized I never use that voice in any of, like, for any characters. Interesting. Wonder why that is. What is it about my outro that specifically gets me to do that voice? Anyways, I've rambled on far too long. Bye-bye now!